Hello everyone, I am Nathan. I don't think I ever told you guys my name, but here you go. Today I will be going over the Floor 7 dungeon items. One of the items you can get from Floor 7 is the Necron's Blade from a S+ chest. It is pretty rare, and it's just below the stats of a Shadow Fury for the damage and strength. It gives you 50 intelligence and 30 ferocity. Ferocity is the new skill. It's basically the same thing as the Tiger Pet, where you can have a chance to strike twice. It also does 50% damage to withers, and the only wither in this whole game is Necron. But it is called Necron's Blade, so yeah. At the top you can see it says unrefined. Do you know what that means? I'm pretty sure you don't. It means that you can refine it. And how may you refine it? You can refine it with scrolls. There are 3 different types of scrolls that you can use to refine it. The first one is Wither Shield, where it reduces you get an ability called Wither Shield, where it reduces the damage taken by 30% for 5 seconds. It also grants an Absorption Shield that gives 200% of your critical damage as health. After 5 seconds, 50% of that shield is converted to healing. The second scroll is a Shadow Warp. It creates a special distortion 10 blocks ahead of you that sucks all enemies around it, using this ability again within 5 seconds to detonate the warp and deal damage to the enemies near it. So basically, this makes like a tornado around and it sucks in all, and when you use the ability again, it will just be like a landmine and kill, damage all the mobs inside the tornado. Pretty cool. It's a nice mage weapon. Yeah. The final scroll is Implosion. It deals up to 41,000 damage to nearby enemies with a right click costing 300 mana. That 41,000 is just the base damage. This Midas Staff itself does 42,000, and this costs like 100 mil. So it's not bad. It's okay, I guess. Costs a decent amount of mana. I don't think it's the best scroll, but people can still use it, I guess. You may be wondering, how do you craft the Acronym Sword? You need 24 Wither Catalysts, which right now costs 54 million coins. You could probably get a better price by just buying this. 1.4 million. Okay, I'm not doing the math. And also a Wither handle. A Necron's handle, which costs right now around 150 million coins. So I wouldn't buy it right now if I were you. At the washroom, there's 4 different kinds of giants. They each drop one of these things, and if you surround them around a Necron's Blade, you can get a different type. The first one is Valkyrie, where you get a 294 damage, 144, 60 intelligence, and 60 ferocity. That's so much. If you pair that with like a Tiger Pet, you can get like 100 ferocity, which is like 100% chance to get a double hit, I'm pretty sure. And it deals 50% more damage to withers, like Necron's Sword, and grants one damage and 1 strength per Catacombs level, which is actually pretty good, because if you're like Catacomb, I'm only 24, but if you're like 50, that's an additional 50 damage. No one's 50 yet, but like, I'm just saying. And this gives you this is a decent sword because of ferocity. Ferocity is actually OP. You can get this one from like the Diamond Giant. The next one is Skyla, where you can surround it by a Bigfoot lasso. This is basically just like a worse version of the Valkyrie. You just get a little more crit damage if you're crit damage low. I mean, it's still good. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a good weapon, but I would still get Valkyrie. The next weapon is Hyperion. You can get surrounded by Laser Eyes, which is the Laser Giant. And the Hyperion is the mage weapon. You get 440 intelligence, which is insane. You get 1,000. And it gives you 1 damage and 2 intelligence per Catacombs level, which is actually so good. The damage is also more, and the strength is a little lower, and the ferocity is still 30, so this is the best one for mage. Finally, we have Astrea, which you can get surrounded by Jolly Pink Rocks. This is basically like the tank weapon. You get 234 defense. It's okay, I guess. It's basically just the Necron Sword with some defense. It gives you ferocity, a bit of intelligence, and 1 damage per 1 defense. It's a decent tank weapon. Next, we have the Wither set. Alone, this is okay, I guess. There's the Wither goggle. No, okay, not the Wither goggles. There's a Wither chestplate. There's a Wither leggings. There's the Wither boots and the Wither helmet. And that's the full set. Alone, it's still okay, I guess. It gives you the Witherborn set, which is, I guess, okay. But the real fun part is when you craft it with other things. The first set is the Necron set, which gives you a decent amount of health, a decent amount of defense, some intelligence, lots of crit damage, crit chance, and strength. The Witherborn is just the same as the Wither set. It spawns a Wither minion every 30 seconds up to a maximum of 1 Wither. Your Withers will travel to and explode on nearby enemies. It also reduces the damage you take from Withers by 10%, which is okay. And the Ancient, okay, that's just the Ancient, never mind. The next set is a Storm, which is the Mage Set. It's really OP for Mage. It gives you 1,100 intelligence per piece in dungeon. I'm using a Necron set, and it's only giving me 300. However, the problem is it doesn't give you that much defense and health. So you probably can't survive with a full set. But however many armor pieces you can use without dying, it would just make you do so much more damage. Then there's the Golder set, which gives you a decent amount of health and a decent amount of defense. It also gives you a decent amount of intelligence too. I would use this if you can't survive with the Storm set, because this is a well-rounded mage and like tanky set. Then finally there's a Maxer set. There's nothing really special about this. It gives you crit chance, I guess, and crit damage. If you don't have 100% crit chance, I guess this is okay. It's like a well-rounded one, but I would rather choose something else. The final things I'm going to discuss is the new Reforged Stones. Withered is a Reforged Stone that you can put on weapons, which gives you a lot of strength. Let me see if I can just find something with Withered real quick. Withered Giant Square gives you 194 strength, which is actually decently good. The final Reforged Stone is the Precursor Gear, which you can get an Ancient Reforge on your armor. Let me see if I can find one. Okay, Ancient, it gives you, it's basically just the better version of Spiked. Is there any Spiked here? Well, I can't find it. Okay, here, never mind. This gives you like 12, 12, 12. And the Ancient gives you like 24, 25, 12, 24. It is just a better version overall. And yeah, that's basically it. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. See ya.